Hello guys, my name is Pranay and today I am giving the demo on Trustly Provider Service, okay, and the Trustly Mock Service, okay. We are calling the Trustly Mock Service from the Trustly Provider Service, okay. So first we will understand the role of Trustly Provider Service in our complete payment system, okay. So for that we will use the paintbrush, okay guys, in paint, okay. So guys, consider this is our complete payment system, right? So here we have the payment validation service, payment processing service, and trustly provider service, right? You can say payment validation service, okay. This could be our payment processing service, and this one is trustly provider service, okay. And after here it is the official trustly is there, okay guys. Yeah, here it is the official trustly guys is there. For now we have created the some trustly mock service and we are calling the API endpoint of that trustly mock service, right? We are not calling the actual trustly mock service, okay. So whatever the request coming from the e-commerce, okay, it is first validated by the payment validation service, then it will make the further call to the payment processing service. Payment processing service post process the payment, and after that it will make call to the trustly provider service, okay. Trustly provider service calls to the trustly mock service for requesting for the URL success URL, okay. Trustly mock service returns back the URL to the trustly provider service. Trustly provider service returns back the URL to the payment processing service, and payment processing service returns back URL to the validation service, and in the end validation service will return the URL to the e-commerce guys, okay. So this is how the complete flow of a payment integration system, right? So this will be the complete flow of the payment integration system. So for now, today we are giving the demo on this part, okay guys. We are demoing this part only today, okay. So let's understand the trustly provider service, okay guys. So the overall approach of trustly provider service is that we have to make the API call to the trustly service, okay, and whatever the response coming from that trustly guys, we have to simply forward that response to the processing service. We don't need to write any implementation logic, validation logic or anything here, okay. We have to understand only the request and response structure, okay, that is coming from trustly and giving to the trustly. That's the case, okay. And understand what are the request structure, okay. So first we will see the request structure guys, okay. So here it is the payment request, okay. So whatever the request data coming from this validation service, the data goes to the payment service, okay, payment processing service, and further and data passes to the trusted provider service, okay. And in each service might some of the field get added, okay. Let me show you. Here there are the two fields. First is the user and second is the payment. The user tells the information about the user and the payment tells the information about the payment. Let's go to the user. Yeah, we are having the end user ID, first name, last name, email and phone for the user, and for payment we are having the merchant transaction reference. We are expecting this from the e-commerce as a unique. Okay, currency, country, local, shopper statement, success URL, failure URL, payment method, payment provider ID, and notification URL, and transaction reference. This is the unique. We can say this is the unique ID for our whole payment integration system. Okay, this is the ID generated at the payment system, which is unique throughout the three services: validation service, payment processing service, and trustly provider service. Okay, guys. After that, it is the request structure. Okay, and talking about the response structure. So in response, we are simply giving back the payment ID and redirected URL to the payment processing service. This is which is coming from the trustly services. Okay. The basic thing is that we have to make the HTTP call to the trustly service. Okay. But how we can communicate or call the endpoint of another service from the Spring Boot application? Okay. For that purpose, some REST template REST template class is there, which allow us to call the endpoint of another service. Okay, so we have implemented the logic of that. Okay, but first we will understand the controller layer. Okay, so whatever the data in payment request coming to you from the payment processing service, okay guys, this endpoint will be called by the payment processing service. This point to be noted. This endpoint will be called by the payment processing service. Okay, if after the data is coming into the what we can say, when the data is coming into the payment request, our duty is to convert it into the DTO. Okay, so by using the model mapper, we are converting into the DTO and passes the request to the service level. Okay, so here in service layer we have to make the API call. So the logic at the service layer is like that: we have to prepare the request, make an API call, and handling the responses from the from the trustly. Okay, so we are making the use of the REST template. Okay, so line by line we are understanding the code. See guys, so here it is the method of initiate payment, which is taking the request coming from the controller layer. Okay, so first line is indicating that HTTP request dot request processor dot prepare request. Sub request processor class का object calling the prepare request, taking the request data as a parameter, and giving back the HTTP request. Okay, so we'll go to the prepare request method and see what is there. Okay, so now we have to prepare the request structure for the trustly. Okay, to make the call to the trustly, we have to now prepare the request structure. So we go to the trustly documentation.